All right, Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, Rachwaa Qadash. Double honor to the elder apostles, the elders, the GMS. All right, peace, citations, blessing to the Akim, the labor is truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, and title this lesson, Baruch Chapter 4. All right, so a little willing, I'm going to get through this whole chapter. All right, and just see where the spirit take me. So a little willing, through the spirit, it'll be edifying. All right. So here we go. All right, Baruch Chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of the powers. All right. And the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. All right. And, we are returning, returning to the Most High. I return to Yahawah, bahasham, and we are rehearsing the righteous acts. All right. Let me see. Let me try to get this real quick. Salakia. I thought it was in the same chapter, but let me see. Yeah, it is too. All right. So we'll get there. All right. So, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, all right, we have been called into this truth, this light, and we have been, mentally and spiritually, revived, removed. What's up, Kiki? Removed from the Salaki. Removed from the gross darkness. All right, that covers the earth. This is Isaiah chapter 60, verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord Yahawah shall rise upon thee. The Lord Yahawah shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. All right, so again, through the Spirit, we have been gathered by the word, starting with the elder apostles on down, like-minded brothers. All right, it's all through the Spirit. All right, the word is the Spirit, and it's doing the gathering. All right, we are being spiritually gathered, spiritually awoken by the word. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastures according to mine heart. All right, according to the mind, the Most High, Yahawah, Yahawashi, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding, with the water Yahawashi. All right, that it is so. Again, Baruch chapter 4, verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Take hold of what? This report, all right, the truth, starting with the elder apostles on down, the prophets of the Lord back on the scene, all right. Walk in the presence of the light thereof. Okay. Let me see here. Begin our precept. Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, right, it is because there was no light in them. Okay? And, being returned to the light, being removed from the darkness, all right, we understand that, hey, gross darkness has consumed these people. All right. And, through the spirit and power, Yahawashi, by the will, Yahawashi, hey, we had the light. All right. And Lord willing, we continue to, stay in there at. All right. It says, walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. All right. So our brothers go into, the true illuminated ones. All right. And the spirit, is, the elect of Israel. All right. Continuing on, verse 3 says, give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable to a strange nation. Okay. And what is most profitable? All right, is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay. Is the true riches. All right. It's like scripture. It's like scripture say, was it Yahawashi say that you'll store your treasures up in heaven, where neither moth nor corrupt or thief try to break in and steal. Roughly paraphrasing that. All right. And how do you store your riches in heaven? By honoring Yahawashi, glorifying Yahawashi, taking heed to the prophets, all right, taking heed to the truth of the Bible, okay, meditating upon, these scriptures daily, being occupied in prophecy, all right, and we understand that everybody's lot's different, whether it be, a brother, or a believing sister. All right, at the end of the day, everybody gonna have they set lot, they set portion. All right, verse 4, O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing unto the Most High are made known unto us. Again, what it say, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13, let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments. Let us hear Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is a whole duty of man. All right. Let me see if I can find this up. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 76. All right, I'm gonna start up at verse 75. So be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God, and the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts. Okay, so we understand, being in, being the time we in now, we are not able to keep the law, 100%. But it's like saying Romans, do we make void of the law? Most High forbid. Hey, we understand that we in this wicked flesh, we gonna go off, we gonna fall. Righteous man falls 7 times, so but we are, rehearsing the righteous acts to the best of our abilities, and building up that inner man, the spiritual man. All right, and we keeping these precepts. All right, and what's that? Let me see. It says, said the Lord, said the Yahawah power, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. All right, let me get this real quick. I think it's is it Micah? I don't know if that's the one I was wanting, but I know it's one of them. It's not the one I was wanting. I think it's Romans. Salakia. Let me see. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world. All right. Though at one time, we was all a part of the world. All right. On whatever level, we were consumed. We were, taught to, try to fit into this, wicked society. All right. Into this world. But coming into, this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, of Yahawah, the ways that's pleasing to the Lord, we therefore know that this whole world lies in wickedness. All right, that's why, like saying it was at 2nd Ezra chapter 15, if I'm mistaken, where the times are, that the Most High is about to bring forth wrath upon this world, all right, because of the wickedness, all right. So therefore, we through the Spirit we would call into this light, we call into this truth, and and we are renewing our mind, all right. I'm gonna read it. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. All right, so that's where the battle lies. All right, and renewing your mind and working on your mental, spiritual, then the outward man is going to better as well. Okay. And again, and we are in this wicked flesh, and just like I say, let not your sins weigh you down. All right. So, if brother, sister, where slip up, hey, you gotta hey, we still in that grace, you gotta repent, and like I said, start with your mind, renewing your mind. We are we're in these chains of darkness. All right. That's what say in so many in my own word, and I can't think of how the precept go, but it's like we are all at the will of this flesh, or the will of sin. It's not up to us. This is just how Yahawashi set it up. All right, we had to learn the evil and the good. All right, that way we can listen to a brother earlier. Hey, he was talking about how Judge Joe Mathis, how he grew up, in the ghetto, poor, I don't know if he was poor, but grew up in, doing worldly behavior, whether he was doing drugs or selling drugs or just whatever, he was kind of in that street life, but then he became a judge. All right, so therefore he knew, how it was. All right, so he made a better judge than what you have in Esau's, for the most part, Esau society. Some rich ass Edomite that never struggled, never had to work for anything, everything hand to him. All right, setting up on a fucking the judge's chair, sentences Jake to, the max, all right, and never had to walk a mile in their shoes. That's a very unrighteous judge. They shouldn't be a judge because they haven't been on both sides of the field, But we all on this walk in a very wicked world. And we're all wicked, all right, to one extent or another. As I say, you break one of these laws, you break them all right, But being returned to the light, being returned to the ways of Yahawashi, through the Spirit, being called to His truth, we are, being renewed, starting with the mind, all right. Let's see, where was Baruch Chapter 4, verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known to us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. So ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath. You were delivered unto your enemies. All right, we know that the times are old. All right, even the recent times, where tribe of Judah, all right, the southern kingdom, was sold to the nations, all right, used in for slavery, all right. But it was all scripted. It was all part of the script. That was punishment from Yahawashi, for moving the Most High to wrath. But we also know, that the wicked, Esau, Edom, is responsible for that. I just like say they had that perpetual hatred when the iniquity had an end. These devils, they kept that hate. All right, and that's what says they had a perpetual hatred and shed the blood. The blood said blood is going to pursue them. All right, we understand. Esau, Edom, so-called white men. All right, so-called white man, whom the earth is given in the hand of, the wicked, is currently ruling this earth. All right, and we have the history. All right, we have the characteristics of the wicked, and we know who they are. It's like Job 9:24 said, the earth is getting to the hand of wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof, not where and who is he. Hey, we know where and who he is, all right? And that's what it is, okay? And it said Esau's blessing would be the fatness of the earth, and he'll live by the sword. Well, look, like I say, the history speaks for itself, all right? Ever since these devils been in power, especially over here in America, Babylon the Great, a brother had posted the last 70 years, had a little screenshot of all the bombs that America has been dropping on people. Not only America, but America and EU and NATO. All right? The beast system. Hey, these devils have, have been very destructive throughout this earth. All right? But hey, it would say the triumphing of the wicked, is but for a season. Let me see if I can get that. I can't spell that. I know it's in Proverbs. It might be in Job chapter 20 verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. All right, so hey, these devils' time is short, and it's but for a moment. All right, and just like referring to Revelation chapter 12 verse 12, hey, that's why these devils is about to come with that great wrath, because they know what they have but a short time. All right. That's why very important. Like say Sirach 5 verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. All right. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord and putting off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Most High. Let me see. I'll get Sirach 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, Yahawashi, and putting off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So, whatever carnal security you think you may have in this society, all right, hey, it's gonna come to naught. All right, the only protection that means anything is a protection from on high. All right, so I say Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4, that spiritual mark, that the law, going into that mark of exemption or judgment. All right, unless you had a hedge, Yahawashi, then no matter how secure or safe you think you is, hey, it's like say, in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. All right. Let's see, verse 7. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. For when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, Hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion, the Most High hath brought upon me great mourning. For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nourish them. All right, Yahawashi, hey, when before Israel provoked the Most High wrath, let's say, with joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. Let no man rejoice over me, a widow, and forsaken of many, who for the sins of my children am left desolate, because they departed from the law of the Most High, so they knew not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor trod the paths of discipline in his righteousness. All right, they fell away. All right, fell away from the ways of Yahawashi. All right, and hey, we understand that the Lord turned his face on Israel, removed that spirit, all the way for that 350-year period, from 1619 to 1969, roughly somewhere around there. All right, but like it say, hey, that the spirit of life entered back into Israel. All right, and hey, that's where we're, from then now, some elder apostles and their elders on down. All right, and that spirit is flowing. Okay, and just like say, when the spirit of life entered back into them, great fear fell upon them that seen. And roughly paraphrasing. All right, hey, these devils are in fear. That's why they coming with that wrath. All right, they would say the devil is, he's a deceiver. He's a enemy to thy brother. All right, accuser of thy brethren. And just like the elder apostle taught coined this year, the year Yahawashi turning up. Hey, he's about to turn up, all right? Because you still have your wicked 2/3 out here that are, following the paths of the world, following the ways of the heathen, all right? Just doing all sorts of abominations, not taking heed to the prophets, and not being pleasing to the Lord at the end of the day. All right. But hey, they gonna be everybody gonna get theirs. All right, whatever whatever Lord will be, it gonna come to pass exactly how it's scripted. We're all playing our role in Yahawashi movie. All right. Verse 13, they knew not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor trod in the paths of discipline in his righteousness. Look around you. All right. Hey, today people, there's no, as I say, they're dead bones. They're spiritually dead. All right. And then if they have a zeal, for the Most High, it's not according to knowledge, just like, hey, like we all was, maybe we believed, but we didn't have an understanding of the truth. But again, through spirit and power of Shasha, we're calling to this light and we can see. All right. Therefore, we as you always say, as you freely receive, freely give. So we receive this truth, through spirit, and we putting in that work, like I said, whatever brothers' lots of portions may be. All right. Verse 14, let them that dwell about Zion come and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting hath brought upon them. For he hath brought a nation upon them from far. Again, going into that captivity of, the southern tribe. All right. It's a shameless nation. And who's that shameless nation would say any let me see if I can get this real quick. Lock here. I can't think how it goes. Yeah, Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16 says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. All right, and that's to say, lest there be any fornicator or profane person. Hey, Esau, Edom, all right, is the devil the Bible speaks of. They are the wicked. All right, as I said, Malachi chapter 1, verse 4, that's what I refer to as the border of wickedness. Malachi chapter 1, verse 4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahawah had indignation forever. All right, so that's how Yahawashi feel about Edom. All right, but Esau's going to play out his role as the sword for the Most High on the left hand side. All right, and like I say, the 2/3, unless you had that the wall in these times we're in the times to come, then Esau about to roll. All right, he about to do what he was made to do. Kill with the sword, kill, steal, destroy. All right, take peace from the earth. Say, and of a strange, back to Baruch, shameless nation, and of a strange language, who neither reverence old man nor pity child. Again, these devils, they don't care. All right, when they, same thing in the captivity of Judah, when they come over here and took over the so-called lands of America, all right, which we know is Babylon the Great, spirits of Sodom, Egypt. All right, they didn't reverence old man nor child. All right, they rape, rob, and murder everything, anything, everyone. All right. Verse 16. These have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow, and left her that was alone, desolate, without daughters. but what can I help you? For he that hath brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. All right, and hey, and that's what it is. All right, the Lord give you the faith to believe the support, to be able to receive this message, to be able to see this, have that vision. All right, give you the gift of faith, then you have to believe that. All right, no matter how much hell you think you went through in this time, you just got to think of the times of old, before our time. All right, though some certain brothers, sisters may really have a hard life. All right, but you just got to think, hey, however hard it was, we still here today, and the Lord calls us into His truth. All right, so that's a sign of mercy. That's a sign of deliverance right there in itself. All right, and at the end of the day, hey, Yahawashi, hey, he gonna cause Esau to turn up out here, but we know how the story ends. All right, with Yahawashi turning up. All right, and delivering the elect from the hands of the enemies, and bringing that indignation. All right, that fierce wrath. Let's say Yahawashi, he come when he come back. He not gonna meet thee as a man. All right. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 3. All right, hey. And this is hey man, I'm forget it. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. I would say Esau are made bare, right? Through the spirit and power of Shai, these devils are made bare. All right, and this word, is consuming Esau. The spirit. All right, this word is heavy. It's the spirit of Yahawashi, spirit of Yahawashi. All right, and these devils are being consumed by it. All right, it's bringing down. As I say, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. All right, through this word, through the spirit. All right, hey, Esau is being shook up, and you're seeing the effects all around you. All right, this Esau's kingdom is beginning to fall. All right, it is crumbling at the seams. All right, because this devil worked in secrecy, but like I say, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. All right, Esau being made bare. He can no longer, hide himself. All right, say, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. Again, what say that the shame, that shameless nation, thy shame shall be seen. So I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Because when Yahweh shall return, upon that chariot, hey, he gonna come back in all his glory and power. All right, with fierce anger. Okay, upon the wicked, all right, upon the earth, man. And just like say, Revelation say, that the Lord had a name that nobody knew, and that word name going into authority. All right, Yahawashi's authority is right there, right under Yahweh's authority. All right, and that's why you got the elder apostles and a lot of my brothers rebuking these camps who want to play with the names, or who want to not give reverence to Yahawashi. All right, the authority of Yahawashi is not to be played with. All right, This is Baruch 4:19. Go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. I have put off the clothing of peace and put upon me the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto thee, everlasting in my days. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Lord Yahawah, bahasham, and he will deliver you from the power and the hands of the enemies. For my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you. And the joy is come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall come unto you from the everlasting, our Savior. For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. So like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. All right, again, Yahawashi coming in that brightness, all power. All right, in the chariot. All right. And for those who don't know, the chariots of the Most High, all right, is the so-called UFOs, all right, and again, like the elder brother from Burnhead say, hey, this ain't for the faint-hearted, all right. I remember listening to brother Bakar Moth video. He, it was a while back. But he was talking about, hey, he was preaching the word to someone. They were getting it all the way up to the point he starts talking about the salvation of chariots and so-called you. And hey, he said the dude was up. That's it, right? And he just he was done with it after that. All right, but that's the thing. The Lord, Yahawashi, ain't opened up everybody's mind. Ain't giving the faith that is needed to believe this message. All right. So if this word resonates with your spirit, then consider yourself thankful, grateful. All right. To Yahawashi, because man, whew, not everybody gonna get it. It ain't meant for everybody. And Lord willing, we are part of that hopeful number. All right. Verse 25, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shall tread upon his neck. All right. Sirach chapter 25, verse 7. Things, roughly paraphrasing, things that make it Lord happy. He that, have the joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy, roughly paraphrasing. Well, through the Spirit and power of Yahawashi, Lord willing, hey, if we are of that elect, and we are, and Yahawashi will for us to endure until the end, we are going to see the fall of our enemy. All right, we're gonna see destruction of Esau. All right, this wicked kingdom that has current rule upon the face of this earth. All right, verse 26. My delicate ones have gone rough ways. All right, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Hey, and this is well documented. Well documented. All right. The hell that was inflicted upon the Israelites. All right. By who? All right. For the most part, Esau, Edom, but also these other heathen nations. They played their role as well. All right. 27. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. Again, the brothers always going to it. And when we was in the world, when we, some of us, smoked weed, whatever, chased the bag, we listen to, some brothers, try to be rappers, what it was. We put a lot of effort into a lot of wicked, carnal ass things. Okay. And therefore, being returned to the light, we are to, not do, not do that. If it was wicked, not do the wickedness that, we were accustomed to doing. But knowing that, seek Yahawashi, 10 times more. All right. Brothers always, doing lessons. You got brothers doing camps, highways, byways. This word is out there. All right. And like I said, everybody's, a lot portion gonna be a little different, but at the end of the day, the very least you could do, is hear the prophets. All right. Take heed into the words of Yahawashi. Be forewarned. All right. The trumpet is blowing. And for those who, want to scoff and mock, hey, they got that spirit of slumber, what it may be, it's to their own destruction. All right. They ain't gonna get it until they get hit with it. All right. And that's going, I see being missiles. All right. If they make it that far. Like I said, Lord willing, we all at the wall, we all that let in Yahawashi will for us to endure until the end, Lord willing. All right. But, we are, rehearsing righteous acts, to best our abilities. All right. And we go, if we go off, then, hey, we gonna, keep trying to, not go off. All right. Keep trying to better ourselves. Why? To please Yahawashi. All right. Verse 29. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. All right. So again, no matter how much hell we done caught in this life or our previous lives or whatever, if we all that let, which we understand that all Israel going to be saved, after the kingdom established, the 2/3 going to come back through, but we just got to understand that if we're in that state of the let, I got about 10 more minutes. If we're in that state of the let, hey, this temporal suffering, this temporal hell, it ain't, what I mean? It ain't gonna ever be able to compare to the everlasting eternal, joy, getting that salvation to the kingdom, Let's see how much I got. I'm getting rushed over here. I'm trying to get through these lock here. And that's another thing, hey, in the kingdom, ain't got to worry about bedtime, going to work, clocking in for eat. We got eternity. We can take our time. You know what I mean? You got this life of Esau, just rush. You know what I mean? But you know why? Because he knows he has but a short time. Just I say the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment, I can't think of how to begin that went. But yeah, all right. These devils, the way this kingdom is established, this world set up, is like Speedy Gonzalez. All right, like this is done as quickly and as cheap as it can be, because the devil only has set time where he can, do what he's doing. All right. And, just to have eternity in the kingdom, just imagine how beautiful, the earth would be, in ruled in righteousness. All right. And, built up, by Yahawashi and the elect, all right, and whomever had the received that new body, that new mind, had the spiritual powers. All right, as I say, it's not was it saying, is it First John or Second John? I can't think, but it's though it's not though it not seem what we shall be, but we know that we shall be like him. Roughly paraphrase. I know I butchered that, but if we are the elect, and we gonna we gonna be we gonna be like Yahawashi. All right. It's like brothers always say, even if we that the last ticket on the elect, if we the last number on the what that innumerable multitude is, hey, that is gonna be the most beautiful thing in the world. All right, just to make it. All right, and that's the mindset, because everlasting joy. Verse 30, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice that they fall, which these devils do and did and continue to do. Miserable are the cities which the children served. Look at America, Babylon the Great, how miserable this place is. This place is utterly disgusting. This is the nastiest demon-filled abominations. You could even imagine this place is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. Say, miserable is she that received thy sons. Again, going into America, Babylon the Great. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and she was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved of her own desolation, because America will be completely and utterly destroyed. It'll be a desolation via the ICBM missiles. All right. So, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh from thee, from Yahawashi. Lo, thy sons come, and whom thou sendest away, they come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. And that's as I say, we are being gathered by this word. All right, and Lord, when we're part of that elect, but the the word through the spirit power of Yahawashi is gathering the hopeful elect. All right. So, lo, thy sons, who thou sentest away, because we're all sent away. All right. We're all scattered among, the nations. All right. But those whom are that, hopeful elect spirit, hey, is able to receive this message, believe wholeheartedly, and, the Lord Yahawashi has given us the heart, the mind, the spirit to be able to receive this. All right. And we see it. All right. We see the vision. Okay. As I say, it was that second Ezra's. Let me get that. I'll probably close with that one. Firmament. I can't ever spell that. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 20. I'll start verse 18. And it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. Yahawashi is dwelling nigh. All right. And will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness. And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished. How you know Esau's world is finished? So then will I show these tokens, the books, these scriptures, that the seals are being broken, all right, through the Spirit. All right, starting with the elder apostles on down. Okay, the book shall be open before the firmament, and they shall see all together. All right, and that's what it is. All right, and hey, Shalom to all the Akim, Akwatim, Yahawah Shemashah, Barakatham. All right, and hey, Lord will, we're going to endure until the end, and Yahawah Shemashah going to give us that spirit to be able to endure. Just like say, was that 2 Timothy? 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, for the Most High hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. All right. So, hey, when all hell's breaking loose, we're going to have to send up them prayers, and, through the Spirit and power of Yahawashi, we're going to have that faith, Lord will, that, hey, the Lord going to give us, whatever we need. All right. That spirit to stare down a army of 10,000, like, hey, let's do it. Whatever it may be. If we're in a famine, we don't got no food, hey, you're gonna have to, call upon Yahawashi outside. Hey, they said, Lord, Lord, if I need to eat, Lord will Yahawashi outside, feed me, be thy will, that's what it is. So, hey, I'm going to wrap it up. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, Rachwaa Qadash. Bible Ball DTA soon. So long.